Well, hello and welcome back. So today I'm going to pour the concrete. I finally got the gravel. I couldn't get it before, so that's obviously why you guys probably noticed, I'd put the rebar down already. But anyway, I did that so that it was done and I could get the gravel in and then have it all ready for concrete. So I've just got to shovel some gravel here real quick. And then the truck will be showing up and we'll get it poured out and get that done today. So anyway, thanks for watching and let's get to it. All right, so as you guys can see here, up along the edge, especially right up there where the rebar and the gravel, when I had him dowel those in, that was my mistake. We didn't know exactly where we were putting grade at the moment, so anyway, they were doweled a little bit low, but that's why I just raised that up and then we'll put it back in there, and I just bent it back down a little bit, but we'll try to stay in the 1 inch to 1.5 inches in the bottom of the concrete range. So anyway, but there it is. Now we just gotta wait for mud and we're ready to go. It may not look like I pulled the rebar up, but it's just because I'm speedy fast and getting everything done so quick. Here, after raking everything out, I'm just going to mag the edges before I screed it and flatten everything out. As with almost everything we do in life, we all know that shit flows downhill. And by that, what I'm talking about the better we do the job from the very beginning, starting from setting up the forms to pouring it out and then leveling the mud to near the end of this pour, every step will be that much smoother and easier right up until the final and finishing touches. Here I finally got a little help from the sleepyheads that said they would be there a little sooner. So even when it's a small amount or a short time, I can't thank you boys enough for all the help, so thank you. Wait a minute, Wyatt. I didn't notice earlier until I just now editing the video that you were on your phone. So now I'm calculating the minutes and I'll have to deduct it from your pay. Okay, just kidding. But thanks for your help. I know some people don't really enjoy doing concrete or even want any part of it, but I honestly enjoy it, and I love the aftermath and how things look when finished. All right, so my boy and his buddy were a little late to come help me, but they did show up and help me for a little bit. So anyway, I'm just gonna show you kind of what I got going for a minute. My phone's about to die again, so I was gonna hurry and charge that, and then we'll get back to it. Got everything edged, everything hit, bow foated. I'll probably hit that one more time and then decide if I'm gonna sweat finish it or just broom it, because everything else is broomed, so I'll probably just match it. But anyway, I'll go charge the phone and we'll come back and go from there. I'm trying not to hit it too much, but it was pretty soupy and wet, and so I went ahead and skated the edges to make sure they were good and clean and ready for whatever finish I put on it. And at this moment, editing the video again, I now wanted to thank Hope. So thank you, Hope, for leaving the paw prints. Here, as you will see, I'm going to go ahead and hit the edge for the last time, knock down the lines, and get ready for the finish. As a last-minute idea, I remember watching a guy trying a different pattern. So this is where I attempted to do the same, which I will explain more later. Show you real quick. I'm just putting a swirl finish in it, like a shell, half moon, whatever you want to call it. But let's see if I can get where you can see it better in that sun. I don't know. I can't see from the kind of see there. Anyway, they do it with mags, and it's called a sweat finish. But I had seen this done once, and I thought, you know what? I want to try it, and this is my first time. Anyway, we'll have to see when it's finished. Hopefully my pattern's fairly consistent. All right, so I'm going to attempt to show you what I'm doing a little closer. I'm using an iPad right now to film because the phone died. It's charging, but anyway, and I don't have any help to help me zoom in and show you real close details. So anyway, hopefully you get the gist of it from this, but I'll go ahead and show you what I'm doing. So, you have a pair of skates. These work great. Some people, you know, especially people doing stuff for the first time, obviously won't, but you want to fill in any holes. Try to not fill up the surface any more than you have to, obviously, or you do. But fill in anything, keep it flat and smooth as possible. And what I'm doing right here is where I ended them last swirl, is I'm just covering up where my end of my broom overlap and causes a little bit more of a hole. So I'm gonna take this, come up where I start my pattern. The first one, because of the room I have to work with and where I had the wall, I did a half up against the wall, and you go into where that would be a half circle, and just nice and smooth. So you try to keep less weight on this end, dig down into the mud a little bit less marks. Do it nice and smooth, get the texture you want. I'm trying not to roll too many rocks and cause any more problems, but I got spots that are a little bit wetter and spots that weren't. So. And then on this end, I do the same. It's a half again, because of where it ended up. So then, fill everything in again. Like I said, trying not to make more of a mess than we already are. Come up here, knock them down, fill them in, and go again. But I just keep going until I feel like I have a good, not too heavy of a texture, but good enough that it doesn't wear down any sooner than they already do, especially when they get drove on. And just try to make that last one nice and smooth and pretty. And do it again. And this is what you end up doing all the way down or all the way across, or wherever you're doing it on. But I come up and overlap a couple inches, 2 to 3 I'd say is pretty where about on that. Trying to take a little bit less weight off that broom just to keep it fairly light.
In fact, I'll do one more, and then I'll move the camera back. Hopefully you've been able to see everything I'm doing, and anyway. It's all about timing too, because if you've never done it, concrete's all about timing for that fine finish and getting what you want out of it. All right. Oh. And don't get old.
Well, we have a little bit left to do with stripping the forms, cutting the concrete, and just backfilling. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Come on, Nelly. Oh, come on. Say hello. Say hello, Nelly. Hope, come here. Say hello. Come here, Hope. Come here. Say hello. All right, so I'm gonna hurry and strip off these forms, but now you can see the pattern better. It's not 100% as consistent as I would like it to be, but it is pretty good. And, okay, Hope, whatever. It's to the point where they shouldn't hurt it. Anyway, right here it was a little bit wet and rough because that's where he had started and it was wet, but there it is. Most of the tools, you know, everybody kind of knows or has or whatever, but for those who don't and are looking to do a project like this, this is what I had. Of course, you guys know the tools from the other videos and what I used, but there's the rake again, concrete rake, and the shovel for the gravel. Aluminum screed, 2x4s work too, but the aluminum screeds are nice. Skates, you can get knee boards or whatever you can make, you know, work for that. But knee boards are pretty good, they're cheap. But then we use this small broom for the swirls, edger, the mags, of course, and farm boots, concrete boots, whatever you want to call them. But this is a 6-foot channel float. I wished I had a smaller one for that project, but I didn't. So anyway, but aside from that, I had these tools, you know, like I said, ready to go in case I did broom it and everything, and others in case. I try not to use the steels so much on the outside flat work, but I have when I've needed to for, you know, weather conditions or something that's changed and I have to hurry or this or that. But for the most part, I try not to do it. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I got coffee, water, of course, stay hydrated. It's plenty hot today. So, and then I love these energy drinks. Not sponsored or anything, but I just pulled it out of the freezer so I could go ahead and crack it open. But other than that, I think that's it. I'll give you a short little video of me cutting it, because you'll notice that I did not groove it, and that was for the sake of, like I said, you can see everything else has been cut, and it's had some Sikaflex put in it to seal those cuts up. But anyway, yeah, aside from that, we'll get that cut and that'll wrap that one up. All right, so it's later this same day in the evening, and real quick, I'm just going to get these tools and I'll show you what they are at the end, but I'm gonna hurry and mark this out and get it cut, and we'll hurry and finish up this video. So we'll hurry and get this done. All right, so that wraps up this project. I'll hurry and show you what we got, and then I think that's it. So thanks so much again for watching. So here we are at the tools. Like I said, I just used for to cut this. I don't know where my guard is, so yeah, if you have a guard, you know, like I said, be careful, do things. I didn't have a mask, so I was just holding my breath when I was cutting that until I can get everything done. But use this just to hold the string line. Tape measure, of course. I had a carpenter's pencil, and then that leaf blower just to clean everything up. But there it is. That's the finished product. Some of those blades they make are made for more green concrete. I just went and grabbed a 3-pack from Home Depot for $27. So anyway, but yeah, that's it. The only one that really struggled too much, I had that little chip right there at the end. It's not very deep, but just right there at the top. So anyway, but I just lined those up with the existing cuts and made the ones up there where I needed them, one coming off the corner. So anyway, that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.